Hello friends, this is another lecture of anatomy. Actually, this is the part 2 of side of neck. In the part 1, we have covered what are the boundaries of side of neck, and we have seen skin superficial fascia. We are continuing with the deep cervical fascia. Again, we can see deep cervical fascia. It condensed and formed 6 layers. We already covered first layer of deep cervical fascia in my previous lecture. Now we need to cover other 5 layers of deep cervical fascia. That is pretracheal fascia, prevertebral fascia, carotid sheath, buccopharyngeal fascia and pharyngobasilar fascia. So we need to start with the pretracheal fascia. Let's begin with the pretracheal fascia. To begin with pretracheal fascia, we can see first this diagram so that we can understand very clearly. This is the cross section of neck. In the cross section, you can see outside is pretracheal fascia and inside is pretracheal fascia, and then you can also see prevertebral fascia. Okay, so in this diagram we can see 3 layers. Now we are going to study about pretracheal fascia. अब आप डायग्राम में ही देखते रहना. देखो प्रीट्रैकियल फेशिया जो होता है ये अराइज करता है. ये हमारी क्या है, स्टर्नोक्लीडोमेस्टोइड मसल आपको दिख रही है, ठीक है. तो स्टर्नोक्लीडोमेस्टोइड मसल के अंडर ये वाली जो ये है ना, ये प्रीट्रैकियल फेशिया है, यहाँ से अराइज करेगी और अराइज करके बीच में आपको कैरोटिड शीथ नज़र आ रही है, ठीक है. फर्स्ट यू कैन सी ऑल द नेम. दिस इज sternocleidomastoid muscle and in medially you can see carotid sheath. Okay, and this is trachea. These 3 are important, ठीक है. Now we will see one by one. Pretracheal fascia. What is the meaning of pretracheal fascia? Split the word. Pretracheal fascia means this fascia lies in front of trachea. First point is clear. This fascia lies in front of trachea. Now this fascia arises under the cover of sternocleidomastoid muscle and it goes medially and it covers the anterior wall of the carotid sheath. When it covers the anterior wall of the carotid sheath, then it moves upward. मतलब कि इसने क्या किया, स्टर्नोक्लीडोमेस्टोइड मसल के नीचे से ये फेशिया अराइज किया और ये बीच में गया, मीडियली गया, और इसने क्या किया, जो कैरोटिड शीथ है उसकी एंटीरियर वॉल को कवर करके ये ऊपर की साइड में गया और इसने क्या किया, 2 में स्प्लिट हो गया. अब आप ये पर्पल वाला जो कलर से डायग्राम है उसको देखना, ये ऊपर गया और 2 में स्प्लिट हो गया. एक तो ये और दूसरा ये, मतलब इसने 2 वॉल्स बना ली, एक तो एंटीरियर और एक पोस्टीरियर. When it splits into 2 layers, it encloses the thyroid gland and passes in front of trachea and continues with the opposite side of the similar fascia. Now it will continue with this. So we have seen in this diagram, this fascia arises under the cover of sternocleidomastoid muscle and then it passes medially and it covers the anterior wall of the carotid sheath, and then it goes upward and it splits into 2 and it covers the thyroid gland and passes in front of trachea and then continues with the other side of the same fascia. So this is all about pretracheal fascia. Now we will see its attachments in the next diagram. What are its attachments? Superior attachment, inferior attachment, and what all fibers are present in the pretracheal fascia we will see in another diagram. Again you can see this diagram. This is a vertical extent. Here we will see the vertical extent of pretracheal fascia. You can see this diagram carefully. See this now 3-4 points you can see here. First is hyoid bone, second is thyroid cartilage, then cricoid cartilage, thymus of thyroid gland, and the fibrous pericardium. This is the vertical extent of pretracheal fascia. What we have seen, this pretracheal fascia enclose and suspend the thyroid gland and it forms the false capsule. Now we are going to see its attachments. What all attachments are there? See, अगर हम सुपीरियरली बात करें ऊपर के साइड में, तो देखो ये प्री ट्रैकियल फेशिया है, ग्रीन कलर से दिख रहा है. ये ऊपर के साइड में थायरॉयड ग्लैंड है. So this pretracheal fascia superiorly it attached with the hyoid bone and continues with the oblique line of thyroid cartilage, and then it continues downward to the cricoid cartilage. So what are superior attachments? First remember hyoid bone, second thyroid cartilage, and third is cricoid cartilage. These are the superior attachments of pretracheal fascia. Now inferiorly, now again you can see this green line. It goes downward and then enclose the thyroid gland. You can see this diagram very carefully, this one. It encloses the thyroid gland and blend with arch of aorta and the fibrous pericardium. डायग्राम में देखते जाओ और जो मार्क्ड पॉइंट्स हैं उनको देखते जाओ. सबसे पहले ऊपर के साइड में स्टार्ट हुआ, ऊपर से हाइयोइड बोन, देन थायरॉयड कार्टिलेज, देन क्रिकोइड कार्टिलेज. उसके नीचे आया और इन्फीरियर साइड में क्या हुआ, इसने थायरॉयड ग्लैंड को इनक्लोज कर लिया एंड देन इट ब्लेंड्स विद आर्च ऑफ aorta एंड द fibrous pericardium. So these are the attachments of pretracheal fascia. Now we will see ligament of Berry. It's the fibrous band that is known as ligament of Berry. We will see in the next diagram. Now see this diagram. It's a ligament of Berry. You can see this ligament of Berry. What it is? Actually it's a suspensory ligament which connects the lobe of the thyroid gland with a cricoid cartilage. You can see this is the thyroid gland and this is the cricoid cartilage. In between it provides the attachment, or we can say connection. So what you can say about ligament of Berry? Ligament of Berry is a suspensory ligament which derived from the posterior layer, and it covers the posterior surface of the thyroid gland, and this connect the lobe of the thyroid gland with the cricoid cartilage. So how it helps, what is its function? So ligament of Berry, it supports the thyroid gland and do not let it sink into mediastinum. Second function is that it provides the slippery surface for the movement of trachea during the swallowing. So this is all about the ligament of Berry. It provides the connection between the lobes of thyroid gland and cricoid cartilage. Then it supports the thyroid gland and do not let it sink into mediastinum. And third is it provides the slippery surface for the movement of trachea during the swallowing. So this is ligament of Berry. Now we will concise the important points. Concising the important points regarding the pretracheal fascia. This pretracheal fascia encloses and suspend the thyroid gland, and it forms the false capsule. We have seen in the diagram very carefully. Next, we also have seen the attachments. Superiorly, it attached with the hyoid bone in the median plane, oblique line of thyroid cartilage laterally, and cricoid cartilage more laterally. Then it extends downward and enclose the inferior thyroid vein and blend with arch of aorta and the fibrous pericardium. Other features of the pretracheal fascia, we have seen in the diagram about ligament of Berry. So it's a fibrous band, that is the ligament of Berry. It attached chiefly to the cricoid cartilage. Its function is it supports the thyroid gland and do not let it sink into mediastinum. Another important function is it provides the slippery surface for the movement of trachea during the swallowing. This is all about pretracheal fascia, which is formed by the condensation of deep cervical fascia. Now we are going to see the third layer, that is prevertebral fascia. Let's see its diagram. Now we are going to study prevertebral fascia. As the name suggests, prevertebral fascia means this fascia it lies in front of vertebra. Now we can see this diagram. In this diagram, you can see prevertebral layer or prevertebral fascia. It arises, see this fascia, it arises beneath the sternocleidomastoid muscle, and then it covers the posterior वॉल ऑफ द कैरोटिड शीथ. जैसा हमने प्री ट्रैकियल फेशिया में देखा था कि वो भी क्या हो रहा था कि इट ऑल्सो अराइजेज फ्रॉम द अंडर द कवर ऑफ द स्टर्नोक्लीडोमास्टोइड मसल. उसके बाद में ये मीडियल साइड में जा रहा था और कैरोटिड शीथ की एंटीरियर वॉल को कवर किए हुए था. कौन? प्री ट्रैकियल फेशिया. अब कैरोटिड शीथ की जो पोस्टीरियर वॉल होती है इट इज़ कवर्ड बाय द प्रीवर्टिब्रल फेशिया. तो क्या हुआ कि जो फेशिया है उसने अराइज कहाँ से किया? बीनीथ द स्टर्नोक्लीडोमास्टोइड मसल, और ये मीडियली गया और इसने कवर किया कैरोटिड शीथ की पोस्टीरियर वॉल को कवर किया. एंड देन इट कंटिन्यूअस विद द कवरिंग ऑफ सी दिस वन ना, जो हार्ट जैसा शेप कुछ दिख रहा है ना, इसको देखना ध्यान से, ठीक है. इसको तो ये क्या कर रहा है? इट कवरिंग द स्केलेनस एंटीरियर, स्केलेनस मीडियस एंड द लेविटर स्कैपुले. So this part of the fascia forms the floor of the, actually these are the parts of posterior triangle of neck. When we will see the posterior triangle of neck, we will again study these scalenus anterior, scalenus medius and levator scapulae. सो अभी के लिए सिर्फ इतना याद रखो कि जो प्री वर्टिब्रल फेशिया है वो कवर करती है स्केलेनस एंटीरियर को, मीडियस को और लेवेटर स्कैपुले को, एंड देन इट डिसअपियर्स अंडर द फेशिया एंड कवर्स द ट्रापीजियस मसल. So this part of fascia forms the floor of posterior triangle of neck. Again we can see once again, ये जो प्री वर्टिब्रल फेशिया था इट अराइजेज बीनीथ द स्टर्नोक्लीडोमास्टोइड मसल. उसके बाद में ये मीडियली हमें कैरोटिड शीथ मिला. तो इसने क्या किया कि कैरोटिड शीथ की पोस्टीरियर वॉल को कवर किया और कवर करते हुए नीचे एक्सटेंड किया, और इसने स्केलेनस मीडियस, लेवेटर स्कैपुले एंड स्केलेनस एंटीरियर को कवर करते हुए ये नीचे आया, और नीचे आके ये किसको कवर किया? ट्रापीजियस मसल को कवर किया. It means we can say this part of fascia, it forms the floor of the posterior triangle of neck. So this is all about pretracheal fascia. Now we will see the attachments of pretracheal fascia. You can see in this diagram attachments of pretracheal fascia. We have seen prevertebral fascia, it forms the floor of the posterior triangle of neck. Now attachment में देखो, ऊपर के साइड में it attached to the base of the skull and then it extends downward. और ये ग्रीन कलर का आपको जो ये दिख रहा है ना, ये ग्रीन, so this is the anterior, this is anterior and this is posterior. So superiorly it attached to the base of the skull and ये नीचे के साइड में inferiorly आता है. It extends into the superior mediastinum and then is split into two. This is anterior. So the anterior layer is known as the alar fascia. This alar fascia blends with a buccopharyngeal fascia which covers the constrictor of pharynx. This is all about the anterior layer, that is alar fascia. Then posteriorly, this fascia enters the thorax and attached with the anterior longitudinal ligament. And the body of T3, और वी कैन T3 भी हो सकता है या फिर T4 तक भी ये अटैच्ड हो सकता है, एंड देन अटैच्ड टू द बॉडी ऑफ T4 और T3 वर्टिब्रा. और लेटरल के साइड में इट लाइज डीप टू द ट्रापीजियस एंड अटैच्ड टू द फेशिया ऑफ sternocleidomastoid muscle which is not shown in this diagram. So what are attachments of prevertebral fascia? Superior, you can see base of the skull. Then inferiorly it extends downward and split into two. Anterior को हमने बोला alar fascia और posterior layer enter करती है thorax में and then attached to the anterior longitudinal ligament and the body of T3 or T4 vertebra. Anteriorly, this layer blends with the buccopharyngeal fascia which covers the constrictor of pharynx. So this is all about the attachments of prevertebral fascia. उसके बाद में एक टर्म मिलेगा आपको एक्सिलरी शीथ. देखो एक्सिलरी शीथ के बारे में यू कैन रिमेंबर this axillary sheath, what it is actually. You can see the brachial plexus and the subclavian artery, they carries the covering of pretracheal fascia. तो उसको ही हमने बोल दिया axillary sheath which extends into the axilla. Actually when the brachial plexus and the subclavian emerges the scalenus anterior and scalenus medius, at that time it takes the sheath of the covering around the vessels and it covers the prevertebral fascia, that is known as the axillary sheath which extends into the axilla. So this is all about the axillary sheath. Concising the important points of prevertebral fascia. This prevertebral fascia, it forms the floor of posterior triangle of neck. What are its attachments? Superiorly, it attaches to the base of the skull. Inferiorly, it extends into superior mediastinum and then is split into anterior layer and the posterior layer. Anterior layer blends with the buccopharyngeal fascia. The posterior layer enters the thorax attached to anterior longitudinal ligament and to the body of fourth thoracic vertebra. Laterally, it lies deep into the trapezius and attached to the fascia of sternocleidomastoid muscle. Now it provides the fixed base for the movement of pharynx, esophagus, carotid sheath during the movement of neck and during the swallowing. This is the function of the prevertebral fascia. What are other features? In the other features, we have seen the axillary sheath. Cervical and the brachial plexus lies behind the prevertebral fascia. The brachial plexus and the subclavian artery carries the covering of prevertebral fascia known as the axillary sheath, which extends into the axilla. So this is all about the prevertebral fascia. नेक्स्ट वी आर गोइंग टू सी द कैरोटिड शीथ. देखिए अभी तक जो था इन्वेस्टिंग लेयर, पी ट्रैकियल फेशिया, प्री वर्टिब्रल फेशिया, ये थोड़े से ज़्यादा इम्पॉर्टेंट थे. नाउ कैरोटिड शीथ, बकोफेरेंजियल फेशिया एंड फेरिंगोबेसिलर फेशिया, there are small just 1-2 line points are there. So we can see carotid sheath. Carotid sheath as we have seen कि जब प्री ट्रैकियल फेशिया पढ़ रहे थे हम, तो मीडियल साइड में प्री ट्रैकियल फेशिया एंटीरियर वॉल बना रहा था कैरोटिड शीथ की. वी ऑलरेडी हैव सीन इन द डायग्राम. पोस्टीरियरली प्री वर्टिब्रल फेशिया, this also we have seen when we studied prevertebral fascia. Only you need to remember its contents. What are its contents? Internal carotid artery, internal jugular vein and vagus nerves. So this is all about carotid sheath. So we have covered investing layer, pretracheal fascia, prevertebral fascia and carotid sheath. अब बकोफेरेंजियल फेशिया और फेरिंगोबेसिलर फेशिया, इनमें कुछ है नहीं. You can remember the one point of bacopharyngeal fascia. This bacopharyngeal fascia, it covers the superior constrictor muscle externally and extends onto superficial aspect of buccinator muscle. I will show one diagram. यहाँ पे आपको superior constrictor muscle दिख रही है. So actually this bacopharyngeal fascia, it covers the superior constrictor muscle externally and then it extends onto the superficial aspect of the buccinator muscle. So this is all about the fascia. And in the pharyngobasilar fascia, you don't need to remember anything because there is nothing else. So this is all about the fascia, layers of the deep cervical fascia. Thank you very much.